I'm trying to get started. That's what we're trying to do.
I'm just saying.
What's going on, TV crew? Come on. We're going to have a little discussion and talk about certain topics. And one particular topic we're going to talk about is tips to having a happy marriage.
How do you have a good relationship? So we're going to share with y'all 5 different tips that we have that you can all become successful in your marriage.
Before we get started, I just want to let everybody know, I know some people are probably looking at us like, there's no way they could have been married that long. They probably been married for about 2 or 3 years, whatever. But to be honest with you, we're about to hit 11 years of marriage. And we've been through a lot of stuff just like any other marriage. And, you know, we learned a lot of things after those mistakes and stuff. So we want to share that with y'all.
We do have some wisdom in our marriage, all right? Or in marriage in general. So we know some stuff.
Well, the first one would be communication. Honey, you can't have no type of relationship without no communication.
What's up with you on this?
You know, I'm just trying to spice it up a little bit.
Well, y'all Tennessee girls are ghetto. So
No, you didn't.
communication is a good one. Always make sure that you communicate with your other half, and that's basically almost everything. You know, not just the regular stuff like hey, I'm going to go into the kitchen. You're gonna, you know, not the regular stuff like that, but like just communicating everything that's like really important.
You just want to make sure that nobody else outside your circle knows more information than your partner. Ain't nothing more embarrassing than knowing that somebody else knows more stuff about your spouse than you
yourself.
And then it just slides right into the next one. You gotta be transparent. Some people don't understand the concept of being transparent. The thing about being transparent is you have to be see-through. You can't just be a wall and expect somebody to see what's going on with you and all this other stuff. You can't expect people to read your mind. The most important people, like your spouse, needs to be able to come and sit in your living room and look at you at your most vulnerable moment. That is how you're supposed to be transparent.
A lot of people this day and age, especially the younger people, you know, you have the girlfriend, boyfriend, or the husband and the wife, and you know, you have them like, I want to keep my own privacy. Like, this is my phone, this is my own password, this is my account. I don't want you touching it at all. Stuff like that is kind of like, you kind of gotta be transparent with a lot of that stuff. That way your spouse knows exactly what's going on with you. They know they can trust you. They know that you're not, you know, out there talking to whoever or doing something just behind their back. So it's always good to be transparent. You shouldn't have to feel like, hey, I have to hide this from my wife or my husband. You know, they can't have my password. I don't want them looking at my phone. It shouldn't be that way, you know, at all, because you shouldn't have anything to hide.
To be honest with you, we're not just telling you this stuff just to be telling you, and we haven't experienced it ourselves. We have definitely experienced a lot of this stuff, and it took certain situations for us to see that those things were most important.
What's next?
Compromising.
Woo! Compromising is a big one that a lot of people have an issue with, all right? As well as transparency, but compromising, making sure that you always go to your spouse anytime you have a disagreement or, you know, arguing about something. Make sure that you actually. What are you looking at?
It has nothing to do with compromising.
Huh?
It does not have anything to do with compromising.
What does it?
Compromising would be more like, for instance,
you can have an argument and
you can be lovey-dovey and all this stuff, and me, I don't want to be touched. But to compromise and to keep the peace, you allow the person to.
What are you talking about?
Compromising.
Babe, you can have an argument and compromise because you had a disagreement about something that you probably wanted to do and I didn't want to do it, and guess what? We compromised. Okay, don't listen to her. She have no idea what she's talking about. I'm just playing.
Okay, he has a point.
So make sure that you compromise. All right, compromise with your other half, and things will definitely go much more smoother in your relationship.
If your husband wants to go to Taco Bell, but you want to go to Wendy's,
you better compromise on that. All right. Well, you know what? All right. You know, we're gonna go to both. You know, instead of just go to one place. You know.
But then you have one person like, well, I don't feel like driving all over there.
Okay, so then you gotta break it all the way down till you meet in the middle. You know.
If you can't meet in the middle, then I guess neither one of y'all getting anything.
Yeah.
Y'all could just go home.
What else we got?
The next one is forgiveness. This is a big one, because in order for you to move forward in your marriage, you have to forgive your partner for whatever bad mistakes they have made. And understand that everyone's human, and you can't move unless you forgive.
You have that thing out there, you know, when people talk about forgive and forget. That is something that's hard to do. You can forgive someone, but you don't necessarily have to forget it. But at the same time, you need to make sure that if you forgave that person, don't bring it up again. You say that you already forgiven that person, so there's no point into continuously holding it over that person's head, and every time you have an argument, you bring it up over and over and over again. That's just going to make things worse. It's basically saying that, hey, you did not forgive that person. So make sure that if you forgive someone, make sure that you're sincere about it and that you really mean that, hey, I'm not going to bring this up again, and that's it. It's done.
The last one, it says we put on there showing affection, but we're going to switch it to quality time.
Hey, pay attention.
I am.
You over there messing with stuff.
Stop. We're gonna do it with quality time, and the reason why I switched it from showing affection to quality time, because it is very important that you make time for your spouse. You can't be working here and working there, and using your time for everything else, and you don't take the time out to take your baby out to some dinner, you know, a movie. It could be something very simple. It could be just going to the park, walking, just you and them. Take time out for your spouse. Don't go through life just getting caught up with work and kids and everything, and you don't take time for yourself.
One thing that men have a big problem with, especially guys who love playing games, all right, or watching sports, we tend to forget about quality time. A lot of times you'll find your wife or your, you know, whoever, you'll find them doing what you like, you know, instead of you doing what they like. So, because they want to spend that quality time with you, so they end up.
That's when you come into compromising.
There you go. Anyway, you rudely interrupted.
I'm sorry, I just thought I'd just throw that in there.
But you compromise. See, you done messed me up. What are you talking about compromising?
It is
Quality
about
time. All
compromising.
right, quality time. We have to make sure that we actually understand how important quality time is to our other half. You definitely have to make sure. If you don't spend that quality time, then they could potentially get that quality time from somewhere else.
Very true. So make sure that you filled all those areas that your partner is missing, and if you can't fill those areas for their partner or significant other before you say I do, then it is best that you or go to counseling. There's nothing wrong with going counseling. We went to plenty of counselors over across our 11 years.
Edit out the video. Anyway,
we've been through a lot of counseling through our 11 years of marriage.
no, we haven't. We've been a perfect couple. We've never had any issues whatsoever. So she's lying to you guys, and we've just been the perfect couple.
That's a
Aren't
lie.
we, baby? Give me a kiss. Aren't we? I love you. Perfection. See, but
That's a lie, but we're gonna keep it going.
it's not a lie.
I love him to pieces, but we have had our share of ups and downs like any other relationship, and it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect, so I don't expect the marriage to be perfect, but I still can't imagine my life without him though. So this ties up our topic video. I hope you enjoy it. We will be coming back with some more interesting topics.
Basically, this was like part one of, because there's many more things in order to have a successful marriage too. So this is just part one, just 5 things that we gave you all.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions or interesting topics you want us to discuss, please send it, comment down below, or you can send it to us on Twitter. Our Twitter information will be in the description below.
Send us some requests, man, all right? Send us something, all right? We want to talk about some stuff to you guys, all right? We want to know what you want to hear from us. We want to know just anything. Tell us. Give us some questions. Give us anything so we can give it all to you guys, all right? We want to talk to you guys.
And FYI, we have been working hard, and we do have a couple of videos that we have to edit, and we'll be uploading them very, very soon. It's going to be beautiful, guys, and I can't wait to upload it because I'm telling you, y'all have a fantabulous evening, and I hope y'all have that ringing bell ding up there for notifications. Until then, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you later.